Wow, 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 wow. Oh my gosh. That's what I love. You know that I am fond of eating different kinds of fresh smoked fish. Yes? Would you like to eat some fish? Doggy. Forbidden area for political imprisoners. Looks really disgusting. Oh guys, this is the miracle of Siberia. The only one preserved Kremlin behind the Ural Mountains. Kremlin in Tobolsk. All of you know Moscow Kremlin, but this is something extraordinary. Round like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending of beginning, or a never spinning reel. Do you remember this song, The Windmill of Your Minds, my dear viewers? Yes, my dear viewers, I'm traveling again, and I'm in Siberia right now. I'm going to show you today the very Siberian city, the former capital of Siberia, the city of Tobolsk. Are you with me? The best moments in our trip are always stations near the road. And wonderful ladies, local ladies who sells local food. All Russians, I think so. All Russians like to buy homemade compotes and jams and fat. And have a look at this fat, black fat.
Вот сало.
Oh. And we also like to eat in the road canteens. Everything looks very, very scrumptious. Different kinds of Russian pies with potato and with chicken, meat, pancakes with cottage cheese. This is for me, I think so. And pilaf, cutlets, and for sure eggs for breakfast. Can you see it, guys? It's like Hollywood, but this is Tobolsk. I'm so happy to be here. It was my dream since my childhood to visit this Siberian capital. My dear viewers, welcome to Siberia. And I'm standing on the high bank of Irtysh River and I'm admiring wonderful landscapes of great Siberia. Really, it has been my dream since my childhood to visit this extraordinary place where Siberia starts, with its ancient monasteries and terrific nature. I want to share my emotions with you, my dear. This monastery was founded more than 400 years ago, just on the place of the last battle of great hero Yermak with the Tatars troops. And it's famous with its miraculous icon of the Mother of God. Oh, my dear friends, have a look. This woman's smokehouse has been operating since Soviet times. Different kinds of fish, local fish from Irtysh River and fish from northern seas. Looks wonderful. I hope I can buy something to try. Oh my god, this is the name of this fish is bream, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. А сколько стоит такой?
Вот 1500.
It's about $15, but I think it's worth buying and eating. It's like a magnet. Oh, I'm inside this fish already. Oh, pike is better. Yeah, way better, I think so. Цена сколько?
Я даже не знаю, не смотрела.
She doesn't know the price.
It's
It's just from smokehouse.
So much money.
It's priceless. So we decide the price. How much? How much?
550 рублей.
It's less than 1,000 rubles. Great price. This is so fresh, and this is for me. And they say that the pike's meat is a little bit sweet. Because, you know, pike is a fish predator. Она же хищница, да? Она же хищница рыба.
Да, да.
Yes, predator. This ancient monastery is really miraculous and terrific. It's white with golden domes. And it's located on the high bank of Irtysh River with vast spaces around. My dear viewers, Tobolsk is a multi-religional city, and not only Orthodox citizens live here, but as well Muslims and Jews and Catholic and Protestants, and there are a great deal of Orthodox churches and monasteries, modern houses, modern ordinary houses, but there were built mosque as well, and there is Roman Catholic cathedral and a Protestant community. Siberia starts here. It's written on this sign. Siberia starts here. And do you know why? Yermak's victory over Han Kuchum was exactly here. This place was a battlefield. That's why Siberia starts here, because from this place new explorers came. If I had enough time, I would go there to the river Irtysh downstairs, but we have to go. We have to continue our excursion program. Can you hear their song? This is Russian provincial Siberian city, Tobolsk. Every time in my videos, my dear viewers, I tell you, welcome to Russia. I promise you, you will fall in love in all, even small towns and in big cities. Russia is so beautiful. Oh my God, Tobolsk Kremlin is so beautiful. I want to share my emotions with you, my dear viewers. Tobolsk was a starting point of the Siberian exile. Those who disagreed with the authorities were exiled here in Tobolsk. And some of the prisoners were kept in the fortress. And some were sent to hard labor in other settlements. The Kremlin was built at the beginning of 17th century, and I think it is still one of the most exciting and gorgeous buildings in Russia. But since 1590, Tobolsk has been considered the main city and capital of Siberia. It was the second Siberian city after Tyumen and the center of Siberian colonies. And if you remember the history, in 1708, Peter the Great, our Tsar, carried out a regional reform, and Tobolsk became the official center of Siberian province. Can you see these swallowtail walls? It's the main characteristic of Kremlins in Russia. Yeah, I told you before in one of my videos that every Kremlin was, first of all, a defending building, a fortress. Let's see what's there.
Huh? People?
Oh, my Russia is so beautiful with its golden angels on the domes. And let's see what's there. Wow. My dear viewers, if you remember, in medieval centuries, people live inside the Kremlin walls here. Life hack for you. If you see the blue domes with golden stars, it means that this cathedral is dedicated to the Virgin Mary. My dear viewers, do remember the very famous book by Daniel Defoe, Robinson Crusoe. So, in this sequel to Daniel Defoe's book, The Further Adventures of Robinson Crusoe, the main character finds himself in Siberia, and he lives here in Tobolsk for several months. And what we know about Tobolsk from this book: there is snow everywhere, it is very cold, and in order not to freeze, you have to dress warmly and drink a lot of vodka. We are so lucky today. We're going to have lunch in Kremlin, in Tobolsk Kremlin, historical place. And this is traditional Siberian stove. Wow, look at this Siberian plates, Siberian dish. And this is what? Fat.
Башни гостиного двора. Этой башни принимают самых дорогих гостей. За столом, накрытым по-сибирски, вам представлены кушанья урало-сибирской кухни. Ресторан-поварня, в котором мы оказались с вами, специализируется на старинных рецептах, которые изучают
all Siberian recipes.
а потом предлагают нашим гостям. Если вы еще не пробовали уху, евшие пельмени, то обязательно их попробуйте. Это пельмени, которые изготавливаются из...
He is the chef of this restaurant, and this is main dish, ухаевшие пельмени. This is уха plus пельмени. I will tell you later. So I feel anticipation, guys. Pike pelmeni in stellaed soup, and you have to put there inside burnt bread to feel the taste of fire. The main dish for today is beef and potato in Siberian style. After pelmeni with pike, I'm not sure I want to eat it all, but I'll try. And the main dessert here in Tobolsk, in this restaurant, is romovaya baba. I don't know how to translate it, but you can believe me, it's really very tasty. And it's with the best cognac inside. Guys, this is really the best dessert in my life. Don't be jealous. Welcome to Russia. And you must visit Tobolsk. Promise me. I can't stand it anymore. I bought one more romovaya baba. My God. People say that in Tobolsk prison there are a great deal of ghosts, and the employees there often see the ghosts of former prisoners, and the things change the places by themselves, and moans and screams are very familiar sounds at night. Will you guess what's this? Yes. The city of Tobolsk was the place of exile of political prisoners, and the city had to build prison for 1,500 in prisoners. It's awful. These are rooms where in prisoners had walking. Thanks God we are free. My dear viewers, it is really so awful for me. It's so touching, the history of this prison. I filmed everything, but I couldn't comment. You're welcome to watch if you're not afraid, but with this music, without my speech. 1,500 kilometers from Moscow. Far away Siberian city. What do you think about life here? Are they thriving or live in poverty? Let's find out together, my dear viewers. And don't tell me that I film only capital, Moscow or St. Petersburg. Tobolsk, welcome to see. And do you know that the famous Russian scientist Mendeleev, who gave the world the periodic table of elements, was born here in Tobolsk? This is the house where the last Tsar of Russia, Nikolai II, was living with his family for 8 months in exile. It was a real tragedy. For sure, now this is a museum. It's very, very touching. The royal family was shot along with 5 children and 4 servants in the basement of a house in Yekaterinburg. This was the beginning of Red Terror.